watching another episode of Mrs. Danielle DeVita. So, I am going to give you 4 ways that you can prove that you love yourself. So, and I apologize about my voice. I am a little raspy. I've been having a scratchy throat lately, so please bear with me. So, the first way you can show that you love yourself is be about that life. What do I mean by that? When people use the term, I'm about that life, that means the life you are portraying, the life you are saying, you actually are living it. You're not faking it. You're actually living the life you're saying. So when women say, oh, this is what I do. This is how I am. I am serious when I'm dating. When I say I'm going to, I'm not gonna have sex, or I'm gonna have these, deal breakers when I do this, when I say that. You are actually living what you're saying. So many people, they say one thing, but then when they get in that very situation, they don't live up to it. So you're not really about that life. You don't love yourself the way you say you do. So being about that life is basically putting um putting into action the things that you say. Um Preaching, walking the walk. Or if you're going to talk the talk, you walk the walk. Practice what you preach. All those kind of terms kind of mean the same thing. You are about the life that you're saying. If you say you're feminine, you're acting as if you're feminine. If you say that you're cooperative, then that's how you're going to act. You're not um, going to, as a habit, do the things opposite of what you say. Um, so many people have comments online, but in their real life, they're the opposite. So, again, be about that life. I believe action speaks louder than words. So many people bark is bigger than their bite. So I think you should be synonymous on both spectrums, what you say and what you do. And this is how people will know that you love yourself. Because when you say it, you mean it. Which means guys will believe when you say something, you're going to follow through. A good example is if you say a deal breaker is cheating on me. Oh, but now that he has money, you're okay with bending the rules on that. Um, if you say talking to me with disrespect is a deal breaker, or something that's a no-go for me, but then when he does it, you accept it. So then he sees that you're not really about that life. So he's going to keep mistreating you, keep doing those things, because he realizes there's no consequences. This is the same thing with children. When they realize there's no consequences, what's the incentive to not do it? So then that leads me to number 2. Number 2 is walking away when you're getting less than you deserve. So many times as women, we become desperate. So we take things, we settle. That word settle is, a lot of people, let me explain what settle means, because a lot of people say, I'm settling. Just because you want something and you didn't get it, that's not settling. Settling is if you deserve this, but you got less than this. So let's take it out of context of a relationship. If you went to McDonald's and you ordered a burger, a fry, and a drink, and you got a burger and a drink but no fry, you can either request the fries that you asked for, or settle and just eat without just not have the fries. But to ask for this, the meal, I guess, where you get more, I get, okay, if you want a large, but your money only gets you, or you only purchased a small, just because you want the large, it's not settling that you got the small. You got what you deserve. You got what you were supposed to get based on the money that you provided. So settling, just to make sure you understand, settling is getting less than you deserve. All right. And I'll go into how you would know what you deserve on the next one. So, again, this is something that you must understand. You must understand that this is one of these things that if someone is if your deal breaker is any type of mistreatment and you stay, that person believes then you're not worth making the change for. The change is to not do those things. So if you say, I want you to do A, B, and C, and I will not tolerate X, Y, and Z, and then when they do X, Y, and Z, they realize you tolerated it. So again, it's synonymous to being about that life, but this is the part where walking away is your strength. Walking away from something less than you deserve, even though you want to be in a relationship, even though you like this person, but you realize you're not getting what you need out of the relationship to show that you love yourself, you must walk away from it. Sometimes walking away helps people change, right? So then this puts me at this is number 3. Another way that you can show that you love yourself is showing that you are worthy. How can you show that you are worthy? Well, besides walking away when you're getting less than you deserve, showing your worth means you are living up to what you say that you are worth. So this goes into that what you deserve. How do you know what you deserve? If you say, and I'm just using this because people use this term all the time. If you say you are a queen and that you deserve to be treated like a queen, are you living up to are you living up to the crown? Having the crown has a lot of responsibilities in how you behave, your verbal and nonverbal actions. Your verbal and nonverbal behaviors, your actions, your emotional being, how your state of mind and how you react based on those emotional beings. So much goes your speech, things that you say, things that come out of your mouth. These are so important because if you say, I am classy, or I am a queen, or I am, not, like these other girls, I'm not basic. That means you can't speak, act, carry yourself in a basic way. You have to show that you are the opposite of that. And this comes into, are you living up to the worth that you say you are? So this is how others, their perception of are you what you deserve? So if you say you deserve this, are you living up to what you say you deserve? If you say I deserve the finer things in life, are you carrying yourself as this classy woman who deserve, finer things? So it's truly important that everything about you sits squarely on the things that you say you deserve. If you say you deserve finer things in life, you deserve a good man. You deserve a man who's high earning. You deserve love. You deserve X, Y, and Z. That means you need to be pouring in that. If you want someone to love you, you must love yourself. If you want someone to treat you like a queen, you must act as a queen. If you want finer things in life, you need to act and behave like a woman who deserves fine things, which means you're most likely classy. You're most likely reserved when it comes to acting out emotionally in a negative connotation. You are someone who has maturity. You want a man who's mature, who's good. You want a man who is um, always motivated to, grind and get that money. Then you need to be someone who is in your own way aspiring to be the person that you want to be. Not necessarily money, but you need to have goals and aspirations, which takes me to number 4. You need to have self-care. And these are some of the aspirations that you should be looking for: mind, body, and spirit. Self-care. So let's go into some examples of self-care. Every week you should be having some type of self-care thing, if not every day. Some of them could be you're doing yoga. You're being more mindful. You're working on changing your mindset, transforming your mind. That means what you listen to is going to, what you put in on what you're listening to, what music you're listening to, what podcast you're listening to, what book you're reading, or if it's audiobook, what book you're listening to is going to take into account of how your mindset is, okay? What you are eating, what are you putting in your body? Are you working out? Some of these that's part of self-care, working out, having a proper diet. Not saying every day you're going to be eating perfect. There can be cheat days. But what I'm saying is overall, you're trying to transform your mind. You're trying to transform your body. You are trying to transform your spirit to be more happy and joyful and peaceful, which means to do that, you're probably working on your femininity. Even if you've already started your feminine journey, you want to keep it going. This is something that you have to be mindful at. And working on mindfulness can be something you do with either devotion or yoga, like I said, because those things do really good in helping with mindfulness. Therapy is a form of self-care. That's the mental side of it, if you need it, or coaching. So if you don't work on any parts of your body, whether it's mind, body, spirit, your emotional state of being, you're not going to show that you exhibit self-love. Because if someone sees that either you're not looking the part, or your emotional being is always like a cloud over you, how can someone see that you are exhibiting self-love? You don't look like you're happy or that you love yourself. So this is all I have for you. I hope that you start being about that life, right? And that you start exhibiting self-care, walking away during mistreatment instead of being thirsty or desperate, and just being with anyone instead of walking away from the rules that you set, which means even when you're not in a relationship, what you say you're going to do it. If you have set of rules for yourself, follow through, be disciplined. So that's what I mean about, if you're about that life, then it's easy to walk away when other people are not doing the set of rules, because you live by your own rules. You're not wishy-washy. You live by your own rules. So when other people come in and they're doing less than what your expectations are, what you want, then it's easier to walk away. And then you're also showing your worth to others. People know what you're worth. They don't have to ask. They can see it in how you carry yourself, your behaviors, in your speech, your actions. Then you can also work on your self-care at the same time. Mind, body, and spirit. That is all I have for you. Take care.